This is now a shipwreck perfume history account. Last month we talked about the perfume that was recovered from the Titanic. And now, thanks to you awesome subscribers, we're going to talk about perfume that was recovered from an even older shipwreck. And that was the Mary Celestia, not to be confused with the ghost ship, the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celestia was a Confederate blockade runner ship during the American Civil War. President Abraham Lincoln ordered a blockade of the South early on in the war to basically strangle them economically so they couldn't trade with Europe. Enter the Mary Celestia. The ship was designed to be fast enough to outrun the Navy ships and was used to smuggle contraband such as clothing, wine, and of course, perfume. The ship sank off the coast of Bermuda in 1864 while carrying munitions that were supposed to be dropped off in Virginia, and they hid them under less suspicious items. Which brings us to our subject today. The Mary Celestia has been a popular dive site for several decades, and thanks to a series of hurricanes in the early 2000s, a team of marine archaeologists uncovered a box that had been covered in the sand for 150 years. And that box contained bottles of wine as well as 2 bottles of perfume. One of the bottles of perfume had been spoiled by seawater that had seeped inside. And it was a scent that I talked about last year in my video on Lucille Ball. And that was Florida Water, and that is a cologne that you can still get to this day, and it has been in continuous production since 1808. The second bottle was still intact, and it still contained a faint floral scent. The bottle was engraved with the name Peace and Lubon, which was an English perfume house that was popular with the aristocracy until they went out of business in the 1950s. After doing some reverse chemical engineering, this scent was recreated, and you could actually get your hands on some. It's called Mary Celestia, and it's made by Lily Bermuda, which is a perfume house in Bermuda that has been around since 1928. This size bottle is $150, but they also have travel sizes for both $50 and I think $35 or something like that. And one of my subscribers actually sent me a bottle of the recreated Mary Celestia perfume. It has notes of grapefruit, white musk, neroli, and some orange blossom, as well as bergamot. Let's give it a spritz. It's very citrusy, very aldehydic. The site says that there's musk and ambergris, but I don't really smell that. It smells very lemony to me. And actually to me, it smells like more of a cologne splash, so I could see why they would have found it with the Florida Water. But I'm running out of time, so follow for part 2 where I'll put the Mary Celestia perfume up against the Titanic perfume. We'll see which shipwreck perfume reigns supreme. And if you know of any other shipwreck perfumes or perfumes recovered from all manner of natural disasters, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned.